Am I audible? Onchuru volume kodi. 1 minute. Hello? One minute. ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ? Am I audible? Hello? Now? Hello? Hello? Okay. Good morning, students. I was talking about the problems on properties of LTI systems evaluated through impulse response. I was talking about, right? So we were doing problems on that. Okay. So now I think 1 or 2 problems I did it. Now we shall move on to further problems on the same concept. Okay. Okay. We shall take up this problem. H of t is equal to h of t is equal to e to the power of 2t into u of t minus 2. E to the power of e to the power of 2t into u of t minus 2. Okay. Now, how to solve this problem? Audible, no, madam? Okay, right. So now, by seeing the problem only, we can say that, see, check for the properties, 3 properties. What is that? One is stability, causality, and memoryless. By seeing the problem itself, we can say that it is, what is that? Starting from 2 to infinity means what? It is causal, because right-sided. And it is diverging means what? Okay, it is the right-sided signal. And it is a memory system, because 2 to infinity it exists. And third one is, what is that we have? Stability, unstable, because it is e to the power of 2t is diverging, therefore this system is unstable. That's all. 4 marks for this, right? Should we do that? Okay, right. First one, causality. First one is causal system. Causal system, because h of t is equal to 0 for t less than 0. How do you say this one? For t less than 0 it is 0, because we know that e to the power of 2t is multiplied with what is that? 2 multiply with u of t minus 2. U of t minus 2 is ranging from where to where? 2 to infinity. This is the range, 2 to infinity. 2 to infinity, what is that we have? 2 to infinity. 2 to infinity, it is u to the power of 2t means what? Diverging, e to the power of 2t. This is your h of t on the t axis. So since it is ranging from 2 to infinity, before 0 it is 0, therefore it is causal. And it is exists. What is the condition? It exists for other than 0 also, therefore it is a memory system. Memory system, because it exists for other than 0 also. That means h of t is not equal to 0 for t not equal to 0. Next, third one, stability. Stability, what is that we said? Integration from minus infinity to plus infinity, h of tau into d tau, which is equal to integration from minus infinity to plus infinity. H of tau means what? E to the power of 2 tau into u of tau minus 2 into d tau. Therefore, which is nothing but equal to what? Even though integration is there from minus infinity to plus infinity, my signal is ranging from where to where? 2 to infinity. Therefore, we take it as 2 to infinity only, because this signal exists from 2 to infinity. Therefore, take the signal, integrate only from 2 to infinity, e to the power of 2 tau d tau, which is equal to e to the power of 2 tau divided by 2 between the limits 2 to infinity, which is equal to 1 by 2 into e to the power of infinity minus e to the power of 4. This is infinity. Infinity minus anything is what? Infinity into something is infinity. Therefore, what is that? System is unstable. Okay, right. So that's how we should do it. This is a half marks, half mark. This is 2 marks. Or 1, 1, 2 marks. The total is what? 4 marks we'll get it, right? That's how we should do it. Go for one more problem. Okay, right? So 2 to the power of n into another examination question. For 3 marks, it was asked in electrical. Okay, h of n is equal to h of n is equal to h of n is equal to 2 to the power of n into u of minus n. Okay, right. We don't know it is diverging or converging because it is negative side. It is there. Okay, just check, do it. You'll understand that later on. Okay, right. So u of minus n means what? Range is towards negative, right? So therefore 0. 2 to the power of 0 is what? 1. Next, minus 1. 2 to the power of minus 1 is what? 2 to the power of minus 1 is half. Therefore, it will be less. And 2 to the next 2 to the power of minus 2 means what? 1 by 4. So like that, it is reducing. So this is our 2 to the power of n. That is, this is our h of n. U of minus negative side we have. Okay. First one, it is non-causal. Why it is non-causal? Before 0, it exists. Non-causal because h of n is equal to 0 for n less than 0. Second one, okay, memory. It is a memory system. Memory system because what is that we have? H of n is not 0 for n not 0. That means other than 0 also it exists. And third one, stability. Stability, we should check it out. How will you do? Summation k varies from minus infinity to plus infinity. Magnitude of h of k is equal to summation k varies from minus infinity to plus infinity 2 to the power of k. H of k means what? Replace n by k into u of minus k. So which is nothing but equal to what? Summation k ranges from. So this u of minus k is ranging from where to where? Minus infinity to 0. 2 to the power of k. But we don't have formula for this. So therefore, what is that we should do? Replace k by minus k. Replace k by minus k. Therefore, what is that we can write it? We can write it as summation minus k is equal to minus infinity. Therefore, k is equal to infinity. So k is equal to infinity. I'll write it in the top side. And minus k is equal to 0. Therefore, k is equal to 0. K is equal to 0. Replace everywhere. Here as well as here as well as here. 2 to the power of minus k, which is nothing but equal to summation k ranges from 0 to infinity 1 by 2 whole to the power of k. For this one we have formula which is equal to, what is that formula? Summation n ranges from 0 to infinity a power n is equal to 1 over 1 minus a for magnitude of a is less than 1 and is equal to infinity for magnitude of a is what? Greater than 1. So it is less than 1 only. 0 to infinity, a is less than. This is a is half, which is less than 1. Therefore, first part is applicable. Therefore, is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus 1 by 2, which is equal to 1 by 1 by 2, which is equal to 2, which is less than infinity. Therefore, system is stable. That's how we should do it. Okay. We shall go for one more problem. That is also an examination. All these problems are examination problems. In some or the other paper, we have seen this question. Okay, right. e to the power of minus 4t into u of t minus 2. Same kind of questions. Okay. So the question is something like this. Okay. Uh, Question is h of t is equal to e to the power of minus 4t into u of t minus 2. So this was the question which was asked for 6 marks. Check for stability, causality and memoryless. Okay. So how to do this? Uh, First one, first sketch it so that it will become very easy for you to say that system is stable or causal or anything like that. So this is the signal which ranges from where to where? 2 to infinity. 2 to infinity, this is 0, this is 2. 2 to infinity, it is decreasing. So e to the power of what? Minus 4t. This is your h of t. Quite naturally, it is decreasing means what? It is stable. And it's ranging from 0, before 0 it is 0, therefore causal. Before 0 and other than 0 also it exists, that is memory system. That's it. That's how we should do the problem. So very simple one. 6 marks he has asked this question. Okay, right. So first one, you should give the reason. Don't say just causal, memoryless, stability, all those things you should don't say. You should give the reason. Let us say if it causal system, why? Because h of t is equal to 0 for t less than 0. Similarly, you go for the second one, memory system. Why? You should give the reason. And I have seen in the examination valuations and all we have seen, sometimes the students causal, memoryless, stable like that. If you don't write like that, that will not fetch you marks. So memory system, you should give the reason because valuer is expecting you to whether you know the condition or not the result. If you know the condition, you can easily verify it. Okay, what is that we have? H of t is not equal to 0 for t not equal to 0. For t not equal to 0. So therefore, what is that? You can write it. It is a memory system. Other than 0 also. It exists. Other than 0 also it exists. Here also it exists, no? Okay. Third one, stability. Stability, what is that we have? The stability is condition integration from minus infinity to plus infinity, magnitude of h of tau d tau is equal to integration from where to where? Integration from same thing, you write it minus infinity to plus infinity. H of tau d tau means what? H of tau is nothing but what? E to the power of minus 4 tau, e to the power of minus 4 tau into u of tau minus 2 d tau. Is it okay? So therefore, what is that? You can write it. This can be written as e to the power of minus 4 tau. As the u of tau minus 2 is ranging from 2 to infinity, even though integration is there from minus infinity to plus infinity, what is that? My signal is ranging from 2 to infinity. Therefore, you take the integration only from 2 to infinity. 2 to infinity, e to the power of minus 4 tau d tau, which is equal to e to the power of minus 4 tau divided by minus 4 between the limits 2 to infinity, which is equal to e to the power of minus 1 by 4, you keep it as it is, which is equal to minus 1 by 4, I'll keep it as it is, and e to the power of minus infinity, e to the power of minus infinity minus e to the power of minus 8. E to the power of minus infinity is what? 0. E to the power of minus infinity is 0. So therefore, minus into minus plus, which is equal to 1 divided by 4 e to the power of 8. Anyhow, e is finite, 4 is finite, e to the power of 8 is also finite. So 1 by that is also definitely it is finite. Therefore, which is less than infinity. If finite is nothing but what? Anything less than infinity is nothing but finite. System is therefore system is stable. So that's how we should do it. So very simple 6 marks question this is. in the examination. Very easy to score, right? Another very interesting problem. So the many students couldn't able to do it because this is a identity they forgotten. So that is the problem. So identity, you should remember 7 identities I gave in the first module itself. Before half the way in the energy, checking the energy and power signals, you can go through the videos and check it out and list out the identities. Otherwise, it is very difficult to do the problem. 1 minute. Sorry, I think it's a video is rotated. Sorry. One minute. Okay, right. Now we shall go for one more problem. And the problem with this problem is am I audible? Hello? Hello? Okay, right. So the problem with this problem is h of n is equal to, the problem is like this. H of n is equal to n into half to the power of n into u of n. Okay, right. So now what is that we have? Anyhow, system is no need to sketch it. So because sketching is a little bit complicated, no need to sketch it. Only thing is you need to know that from where to where it is ranging. So as it is multiplied by u of n, it is ranging from 0 to infinity. Therefore, quite naturally, system is causal because before 0 it is 0. Okay. So first one, system is causal. System is causal because h of n is equal to 0 for n less than this part. They have done it. Second one, memory system, because other than 0 also it exists. 0 to infinity it exists means what? Other than 0 also it exists. Memory system, because h of n is not equal to 0 for n not equal to 0. That also we can understand. Okay, right? So third part only many students couldn't able to. This is a 6 marks question. 1 mark, 4 marks. Because to remember the formula only we need. Okay, right? The formula was like this. We have memory stability. What is that? We can write it. Summation k varies from minus infinity to plus infinity. Magnitude of h of k is equal to summation k varies from minus infinity to plus infinity, k into half to the power of k into u of k. Okay, right. So this is nothing but equal to, even though summation is there from minus infinity to plus infinity, I am multiplying this function by a function which is ranging from 0 to infinity. Therefore, there is no meaning in taking the summation from minus infinity to plus infinity. Hence, I will take the summation k from 0 to infinity and k into half to the power of k. For this one, we should use the formula. What is that? Summation n varies from, summation n varies from 0 to infinity, n into a power n. So it is equal to, we have a divided by 1 minus a whole square for magnitude of a is less than 1 and is equal to infinity for magnitude of a greater than 1. So what is that? We can write it. So this is nothing but equal to what? If you remember that formula, rest and all is very simple. So, and provided a less than 1. So a value is what? Half. Half is less than 1. Therefore, what is that? You can write it. Okay, right. K into. So what is that? You can k into half to the power of k is nothing but equal to half divided by 1 minus half whole square. Okay, right. 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 2. 1 minus 1 by 2 is what? 1 by 2. 1 by 2 whole square is 1 by 4. And this is 2 times. This will becomes equal to 2, which is less than infinity. System is what? Stable. Okay, right. But what the student said, no, their explanation, sir, k is there, no, sir. Yes, k is infinity into anything infinity. Therefore, system is unstable. They wrote it because they didn't know the formula for that. I think they have forgotten. So we have given in the list because since we are using this kind of formula, no, chances of forgetting is more. And this question is also rare. But whenever we have this one, so multiply by what is that? It becomes stable. So many students have done only 2 parts. Other part they couldn't able to get the marks for that. Okay, right? So therefore, carefully you should do it and you should remember the formula, right? Now, so this is one problem what we have seen in the past. Next. Systems in cascade. Systems. So first we shall do the concept of systems in cascade, then further we'll continue. Systems in cascade. If the two systems are in cascade, what is the overall system response? Let us say I have a system like this. Let us say I have a system whose impulse response is h1 of t and h2 of t is the impulse response of the second system. Let us assume that y of t is the output, y dash of t, let us say, okay. X of t is the input and y of t is the output and y dash of t is the intermediate output. Or you can call this one as y1 of t and this y of t. Okay, right? So now evaluate this. What is y1 of t? Y1 of t is nothing but equal to x of t convolution with h1 of t. H1 of t is the impulse response of the first system. H2 of t is the impulse response of the second system. What is the overall impulse response? Overall impulse response, I'll call it as h of t. Okay, right. So now, what is y of t? Y of t is equal to what? Y of t is equal to, what is the output of this? Output of this one is there's the input for the system. Therefore, y1 of t in convolution with what? In convolution with h2 of t, which is equal to y of t is equal to, what is y1 of t? Y1 of t is nothing but what? X of t. Here we have x of t convolution with what? h1 of t, which is in convolution with h2 of t. So in place of y1 of t, I am putting this one. So now this is associative. We have associative property convolution. So using associative property, using associative property, we can write it as what? X of t convolution with h1 of t in convolution with h2 of t. So if at all, if you are replacing this system by a single system, instead of having the two systems connected in cascade, if at all, if you are replacing by a single system whose impulse response is equal to, let us say, h of t, then what is y of t? If x of t is the input, y of t is the output, y of t is equal to what? X of t convolution with h of t. Call this equation as equation number 2. Call this as equation number 1. Okay, right. So then comparing 1 and 2, comparing 1 and 2, what you can write it? H of t convolution, h of t is equal to, see that in place of left hand side is y of t, we have y of t. In place of x of t, we have x of t. But in case of h of t, h1 of t convolution with h2. So what is your conclusion? If we have two systems whose impulse response is h1 of t and h2 of t connected in cascade can be replaced by a single system whose impulse response is equal to convolution of the impulse response of the individual systems. Right? H1 of t is the impulse response of the first system, H2 of t is the impulse response of the second system. That's it, right? So this is known as cascade connection of two systems. Next, we shall go for parallel connection of systems. Parallel connection of systems. Parallel connection of systems. Okay, right. Now, let us say I have two systems. One system is H1 of t, impulse response, and another system is H2 of t. These two are connected in parallel and given to, let us say, summer. Output we call it as y of t. Output of the first system I will call it as y1 of t. Output of the second system I will call it as y2 of t. Input I will call it as x of t. Same x of t is going here as well as here. So therefore x of t, here also x of, don't write x of t by 2. Same signal is going here as well as here. Okay. Now what is that you can write it? Okay. So from the network, from the diagram, we can say that y of t is equal to what? Plus, you can plus here or minus here, anything you can take it. So that is nothing but equal to what? Y of t is equal to y1 of t plus y2 of t, plus or minus, since plus or minus. Plus is there, plus, minus is minus. Plus or minus y2 of t. Then what is y of t? Y of t is equal. What is y1 of t? Y1 of t is x of t convolution with y1 x h1 of t. No, output of this system is nothing but equal to what? Convolution of x of t with impulse response. X of t convolution with h1 of t plus or minus, and y2 of t is nothing but what? X of t convolution with h2 of t. Now use the distributive property. If you use distributive property, what will you get? Y of t is equal to, what is that you can write it? X of t convolution with, so it is distributed, now you make it as single. X of t convolution with h1 of t plus or minus h2 of t. Okay, call this equation as equation number 1. Okay, if at all, if you are replacing this system by a single system whose impulse response is h of t and y output is y of t, input is x of t, impulse response is h of t, then output of this system, what do you call? Y of t is equal to what? X of t convolution with h of t. X of t convolution with h of t, we can write it. Therefore, what is that we can write it? Call this as equation number 2. Comparing 1 and 2. Comparing 1 and 2. Comparing 1 and 2, what is that we get it? Y of t, in place of y of t, we have y of t. In place of x of t, we have x of t. And in place of h of t, what will you get? H of t is equal to, what is that? H1 of t plus or minus H2 of t. H1 of t plus or minus H2. So what is the meaning of this one? If two systems are connected in parallel, overall impulse response of the system is equal to what? Sum or difference of the, what is that? Individual impulse responses. That's what. This is one of the GATE examination question. Okay. It was asked in the last 2020 GATE paper. See that if two systems are connected in cascade, 4 options he has given. H1 of t convolution with H2 of t. If that, another one is H1 of t into H2 of t, or H1 of t plus H2 of t. Something like that. He has given 4 answers. The correct answer was, this is one of the easiest questions that he has asked in the GATE paper in the last, I think 2019 or 20 paper. So this is one of the GATE questions. Without any calculation, in 2 seconds we can answer this, right? But rarely we find this kind of questions in the GATE paper. Right? So go for, based on this, we have one problem on stability. Right? This is a $12 marks question. So, because a combination of cascading and convolution and stability, all those things. So, cascading evaluation will fetch you 8 marks. Stability evaluation will fetch you 4 marks. Okay, right? How exactly? The question is like this. The system shown in figure is formed by, that is, system is shown like this. H1 of t in cascading with H2 of t. Okay, right. So the system shown in figure formed by connecting two systems in cascade. Impulse response of systems are given by H1 of t and H2 of t respectively. It is given the values of H1 of t and H2 of t. H1 of t is equal to e to the power of minus 2t into u of t. H2 of t is equal to 2 into e to the power of minus t into u of t. Find the overall impulse response of the system shown in figure. That means you will have to find out what? First one, h of t, we need to find out. For this one, we will get 8 marks. Determine the overall system is BIBO stable. BIBO stable means what? Bounded input, bounded output stable. What do you mean by BIBO, bounded input, bounded output stable? For a finite input, for a input finite, you should get finite output. That is the meaning of BIBO. Okay, right. H of t. Second one, determine the overall impulse response is stable. Stability, you should check it out. That's it. For stability checking, it is 4 marks. For evaluation of h of t, it is 8 marks. Total 12 marks in one of the papers. Right? So how to do this? So that means if two systems are connected in cascade, h of t is equal to what? H1 of t in convolution with H2 of t. That means you'll have to evaluate the convolution of these two, which is nothing but equal to what? Integration from minus infinity to plus infinity, h1 of tau into h2 of t minus tau d tau. So just like x of t convolution h of t, same formula I have used it, but here h1 of t and h2 of t. This is h of t. Now, if you want to do convolution, first you sketch it, e to the power of minus 2t. So to understand this one, you should know the convolution also. So e to the power of minus 2t. And see that if you want the exact sketch, what you should do? E to the power of minus 2t, just for your information I am giving it. While doing it, just the rough sketch you do it. So starting from 0, at 0 e to the power of 0 is what? 1. E to the power of minus 2t is there. Okay, right. Next, this is your h1 of t. E to the power of minus 2 is exponential decay, multiply by u of t, 0 to infinity. Second one is, what is that we have? E to the power of 2, e to the power of minus. At 0, e to the power of 0 is 1. 1 into 2 is 2. At 0, it is 2. Okay. What is e to the power of minus 2t and minus t difference? E to the power of minus 2t is, what is that? A faster decay. So faster decay we have. E to the power of minus t, slower decay. E to the power of minus t. Okay. This and all no need to say it here, right? So anyhow, at 0, so it starts at 0 with amplitude 2 and slow decay. And e to the power of minus 2t means what? At 0, its value is 1 and fast decay because of minus 2t. See, this minus 2t, minus 3t, minus 4t, if you increase it, the decay become faster. That's what it, but all those things are not required, just you sketch it and do that. Okay, right. First you write down h1 of tau. So h1 of tau is what? h1 of tau. h1 of tau e to the power of minus 2 tau on the tau axis. 0. h1 of tau. Okay, right. So this is h2 of t. h2 of minus tau. h2 of minus tau means what? Fold it. h2 of minus tau. Okay, 0. And 0th value will be taken as t. Don't write anything on that. Afterwards, you can write h2 of h2 of minus tau. Now, how many cases you can expect? Only 2 cases, because both of them are infinite. This is t. This is h2 of t minus tau. h2 of t minus tau is nothing but what? On that, h2 of t minus tau is e to the power of minus of t minus tau. Okay, replace t by t minus tau. Okay, case number 1. Case 1 is what? T less than or equal to 0. What is that we have? Y of t is equal to, h of t is equal to 0. Case 2, because no overlapping. Case 2 is what? Overlapping starts. This is e to the power of minus t plus tau. Multiply and write it. So this is your t. So this is from where to where? 0 to t. Case 2. T greater than or equal to 0. H of t is equal to integration from 0 to t. What is that? We can write it. E to the power of minus 2 tau into e to the power of minus t plus tau d tau, which is equal to what? H of t is equal to e to the power of minus t, you take it outside. E to the power of minus t, you take it outside. E to the power of minus 2 tau, e to the power of tau is e to the power of minus tau. E to the power of minus tau, integration is e to the power of minus tau divided by minus 1. Remember, integration is with respect to tau. Therefore, I have taken e to the power of minus t outside. We left out with e to the power of minus 2 tau and e to the power of tau. E to the power of minus tau into e to the power of tau is e to the power of minus tau. Integration of e to the power of minus tau is what? E to the power of minus tau divided by minus 1 between the limits 0 to t, which is nothing but equal to, you minus sign, you take it here, is equal to minus e to the power of minus t, upper limit e to the power of minus t minus e to the power of 0, e to the power of 0. Okay, right. So now what is that? You can write it. H of t is equal to, we can write it as e to the power of 0 is what? 1. Okay, right. Minus e to the power of minus t into e to the power of minus t into e to the power of minus t, e to the power of minus e to the power of minus 2t minus e to the power of, so e to the power of 0 is 1 now, 1 into, so minus e to the power of minus into minus plus it will become. This minus is there now, minus is plus e to the power of minus t. So therefore, what is that? You can write it h of t, summarize it. H of t is equal to what? H of t is equal to, rearrange it, is equal to 0 for t less than or equal to 0, less than or equal to, you can write, okay, less than or equal to, and is equal to, rearrange it, e to the power of minus t minus e to the power of minus 2t for t greater than or equal to 0. And this can be written as what? This t less than or equal to 0, it is 0. Greater than or equal to 0, it exists. Therefore, we can write it as h of t is equal to, e to the power of minus t minus e to the power of minus 2t, okay, right, into u of t. So it is like two systems are there. Very simple one. Very easily we can analyze this one. So now, so this will fetch you 8 marks up to this point. Now, if you know controls, still easy. Okay, right. E to the power of minus t. E to the power of minus t is nothing but what? E to the power of minus t into u of t. Laplace transformation of e to the power of minus t into u of t is 1 over s plus 1. And e to the power of minus 2t is nothing but what? 1 over s plus 2. Poles are lying on the, one is at minus 1, another one is at minus 2. Poles are lying on the left half of the s plane, system is stable. That's it. But 4 marks in here, we should not use Laplace transformation, because this is, what is that? One system is, just for your information, I am giving it. One more thing, one way of analyzing it. Second one is converging, e to the power of minus t, slow convergence, plus another converging. Converging plus converging is converging. This is e to the power of minus t, slow decay. E to the power of minus 2t, fast decay. Both of them are from 0 to infinity. Converging plus converging is what? Converging only. Therefore, system is stable. That is another way of doing it. Okay, right? Laplace transformation means what? 1 divided by s plus 1, 1 divided by s plus 2. Poles are lying at minus 1 and minus 2. Therefore, system is what? Stable. That is the way we can. But all those answers are not required. He is not expecting that. But he is expecting stability. Formula, use it, check it out. This is what we expect in signals and systems. By observation, we know the answer. But for VTU sake, or for the signals and systems sake, what you should write? We should say that, what is that? Formula. Stability condition, integration from minus infinity to plus infinity, magnitude of h of tau into d tau, which is equal to what? Integration from minus infinity to plus infinity, e to the power of minus tau minus e to the power of minus 2 tau into d tau, which is equal to, into u of tau d tau, which is equal to what? Even though integration is there from minus infinity to plus infinity, my signal is multiplied by u of tau. Therefore, it is ranging from 0 to minus infinity, e to the power of minus tau minus e to the power of minus 2 tau d tau. Integrate them, e to the power of minus tau divided by minus 1 between the limits 0 to infinity, minus e to the power of minus 2 tau divided by minus 2 between the limits 0 to infinity. So, minus, you take it outside, upper limit e to the power of minus infinity minus e to the power of 0 minus of minus plus 2 plus 1 by 2 into e to the power of minus infinity minus e to the power of 0. E to the power of minus infinity is 0. E to the power of minus infinity is 0. Okay, right. So now what is that? You can write it. E to the power of 0 is 1. E to the power of 0 is 1. So therefore, what will you get? Minus 1. Minus into minus plus 1. And next, what is that we have? This is 0. 0 into 0 minus 1. 0 minus 1 is minus 1. Minus 1 into half is minus half. And which is equal to what? 1 minus half is half, which is less than infinity. Therefore, system is what? Stable. Therefore, system is stable. That's how we should do it. Right? So this kind of problems we have seen in the examination. Oh, sorry. We left out some multiplication parameter. Sorry. What is that we have? Second one signal I have taken wrong. What is this one? E to the power of minus 2t into u of t. 2 into e to the power of minus t. So 2 into e to the power of minus t means everywhere you should multiply by second one by 2. That's it. No change at all. So answer remains same. So what is that we have? 2 into. Everywhere you multiply with 2. And this also multiply by 2. And this also should multiply by 2. Final answer should be multiplied by 2. Therefore, this also should be multiplied by 2. So therefore, what is that you can write it? So this is multiply by 2 and multiply by 2. The whole thing is multiply by 2. And this is also multiply by, whole thing is multiply by 2. Right. So this has to be multiplied by 2 and this is 2 multiplied by, so therefore what is that you can write it? So 1 which is less than infinity, therefore system is stable. That's it. The whole thing is multiplied by 2. Sorry, one that is constant I left out, right? So that's how we should do it. When this will be for 12 marks, so it consumes of course more time, 10 minutes, no problem, because marks also good. So this kind of problem they ask in the examination. Okay, right. One more problem we have seen. A little bit, you have to think. It's a simple problem. Okay, right. It is like this. A discrete system. A discrete system has an impulse response. H of n is equal to, another problem. H of n is equal to a power n into u of n plus 3. Is the system stable, causal and memoryless? Okay, right. So that's what his question is. Because we don't know the value of a, that is the condition here. Other than that, everything is similar. So what to do for this? How to do this kind of problem? Right? Look here. Okay, first one causality we can. So what is that? This starts from where? Minus 3. So signal is, we don't know positive, a is greater than, and assuming that a is less than 1, you can say that starting from minus 3, maybe they are like this. So before 0 also it exists. Therefore system is what? Non-causal. Before 0 also it exists. Non-causal because h of n is not equal to 0 for n less than 0. For causality condition is what? H of n should be 0 for n less than 0. But it is not 0 in this problem, right? So therefore we can say that non-causal. Second one, system has memory. System has memory because h of n is not equal to 0. H of n is not equal to 0 for n not equal to 0. Condition for memoryless is what? Other than 0, signal should not exist. So therefore, we have this. Stability. Stability. We shall check it out. Okay. What is that he said? Summation k varies from minus infinity to plus infinity. Magnitude of h of k should be finite, we said, right? That is for the, then the system is stable. Now we shall check it out this. Is it stable, finite or not? Summation k varies from minus infinity to plus infinity. A to the power of, okay, h of k means what? A to the power of k into u of k plus 3. Okay, right. Even though summation is there from minus infinity to plus infinity, my function is from minus 3 to infinity. Therefore, I'll write it from minus 3 to infinity, a to the power of k. Minus 3 to infinity, this value is 1. Only a to the power of k we can write it. So this is from where to where? K varies from n to infinity. So for k varies from n to infinity, what is the formula? So summation, so we have one formula. the last identity. Summation n varies from k to infinity. A to the power of n is equal to a to the power of k divided by 1 minus a. That's what the formula, provided magnitude of a is less than 1 and is equal to infinity for magnitude of a is greater than 1. This is the formula for. So all these 7 formulae, I gave the list. Keep that in mind and write. So therefore, what is that you can write it? This is nothing but equal to what? This is nothing but equal to same condition, because we don't know whether a is less than 1 or greater than 1. Simply I have taken here, but we don't know. So therefore, for stability, keep it as it is. We don't know. This value is equal to what? A to the power of minus 3, a to the power of n, a to the power of k, sorry, a to the power of minus 3 divided by 1 minus a, provided magnitude of a is less than 1 and is equal to infinity for magnitude of a is greater than 1. That means system is stable if magnitude of a is less than 1. That means this will become finite. If magnitude of a is greater than 1, system is unstable. So therefore, what is that we can write it? System is conditionally stable. So that means system is, we cannot say system is stable. So we cannot assume that it is less. Just to write the sketch the diagram, I have taken like this. But actually speaking, we don't know whether a is greater than 1 or less than 1. He has not given the condition. So we should say that system is conditionally stable. Conditionally stable. System is conditionally stable. That is, what condition? System is stable. That is, system is stable only if magnitude of a is less than 1. If magnitude of a is less than 1, you will get some a to the power of minus 3. Let us say if it less than 1 means what? 1 by 2 or 1 by 4, something like that. If you get it, what will happen? This value will become finite, then the system becomes stable. Other than that, what will happen is system a greater than 1, system, let us say a is equal to 2, then the system become unstable. Okay, because the value becomes equal to infinity. So like this, they may ask you to find out, is it, do you have any conditions for stability? Okay, so that kind of problems also they may ask, right? Okay, I will continue in the next class. If a few problems are there, then I'll finish up this topic, right? Then I'll move on to the next topic, right? Okay, I'll stop at this.